Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin got an insane pump directly into our very important area of resistance, but this now changes everything. That's why in today's Bitcoin price prediction video, we'll talk about two very important charts that are predicting some very reasonable price targets, and on top of that, I am going to share with you the chart from USDT dominance that is also as of right now flashing an insanely bullish signal for the entire cryptocurrency market. Definitely stay tuned for that. But first of all, what we are going to notice. In our previous video, we talked about the first area of resistance we should be aware of. We mentioned our diagonal area of resistance, our trend line, aligning with the golden Fibonacci ratio, where we also got our yearly volume weighted average price. Yes, it does look like we got some kind of a very small reaction at this specific area, but nevertheless, eventually Bitcoin was able to break this area of resistance towards the upside, towards a higher price target at our monthly at approximately $62,700 US. The break of our diagonal area of resistance is actually very important because it is actually signaling that most probably the entire leg towards downside, the entire push down is as of right now finished, and we can talk about a bullish elite wave count, and let's do that right now. On the 2-hour time frame and also on the 1-hour time frame, you can definitely notice that we have started moving some kind of impulsively towards the upside. The other day we mentioned that most probably this right here is going to be some kind of a rising wedge pattern which clearly broke towards the upside, and that is why as of right now I would say we got the first impulsive move towards the upside, we got a correction, we got another impulsive move towards the upside, we are as of right now also forming a correction, and after the correction is finished, we can simply be expecting another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. Later, I am going to share with you the exact and very important price target we should be aware of, but nevertheless, at the moment it does look like, because we broke the diagonal level towards the upside, I would say we can talk about that the bottom on Bitcoin is as of right now in, and in the upcoming days, we can simply be expecting literally a brand new all-time high to be formed on the Bitcoin price itself. Yes, even if you're as of right now not already in a long or a buy position, personally, I would not fire a long literally directly into the area of resistance. And later in the video, I am going to share with you where you can be looking for a brand new long or a buy position. But nevertheless, why am as of right now still staying super bullish on the Bitcoin price itself? And one reason for that is going to be a very interesting prediction from CryptoCon talking about Fibonacci extension levels that are as of right now very accurately founding each local high of the cycle. The next 52% increase and 0.618 Fibonacci extension is set to push over the legendary $100,000 threshold at $109,000. So when you right now pay attention to this very interesting chart, he's pretty much talking about that every single time when we are measuring clearly from the exact bottom towards the first push towards the upside, we are seeing a 52% increase towards the next very important Fibonacci expansion level. The first one was our 1.618, the second one was 2.618, again, perfectly hit back in January 2024. Another one was hit only a couple of months later in March and May 2024, and pretty much the next target, 4.618 at $109,000, it should theoretically land on December 2024. In my opinion, definitely a very nice chart right here, and we have super high probabilities, at least in my opinion, to actually hit those price targets. Later, I am going to share with you another very interesting chart, but overall speaking, if we look purely at the elite wave count, saying we got an impulse, a correction, another impulse, another correction, even the Fibonacci extensions, those right here are Fibonacci expansions, but Fibonacci extension targets right here are also targeting the area of $100,000. And before I show you another reason why I am still bullish on Bitcoin right here, I would really appreciate if you also smash up the like button, because we are targeting 600 likes on today's video, and on top of that also, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, because similarly as Bitcoin, we are also targeting 100,000 100,000 subscribers. Now, let me first of all, before we take a look at this very important chart, show you why, locally speaking, I am bullish on Bitcoin, expecting another push toward the upside, even when we are going to hit a level of resistance, most probably then also see some kind of a retracement right here, why I would expect much higher targets to approximately, or I would say at least towards $70,000 US. Now, logically thinking, the market works to attract the most amount of people in the shortest amount of time. And when you pay attention to the liquidations, you are going to notice that the most amount of liquidations as of right now Bitcoin are not towards the downside, but actually towards the upside. And you're going to notice the area of approximately $70,000 US, literally above our previous high. So if you think like that, in which direction does Bitcoin right now need to move for us to attract the most amount of people? Of course, clearly it is going to be towards the upside, and it's actually going to be for us to simply take out our previous high we formed already couple of weeks ago. That is why not only this specific chart is expecting higher targets, of course this one right here it's even more bullish, but also logically thinking, liquidations as of right now are saying to us, expect higher, be bullish at least towards $70,000 US. But no, this right here is not going to be my primary price target. As I said before, this one is saying to us $110,000 US approximately, and also this one right here is also predicting much higher targets. Titan of Crypto posted a very interesting chart saying Bitcoin's target is at the area of 102,000 to approximately 127,000 US, because he's saying overall Bitcoin keeps printing higher lows on the weekly time frame. Each time a long wick candle shows big buying pressure, the trend remains bullish. Local bottom might be in, and all he's doing right here is not looking at the horizontal levels similarly as CryptoCon right here, but he's taking a look at the diagonal levels of the Fibonacci channel. Yes, he's now saying we are seeing those bullish pin bars exactly after Bitcoin forms the exact low, and as of right now it does look like most probably our weekly candle it is going to close something like that. We only need to wait right now for the next 1 day and 15 hours for our weekly candle to actually close like that, but nevertheless, if we talk about the probabilities, I would say we have a very high probability of actually closing our weekly candle something like that, but that is not the most important thing. The most important thing it is going to be the target zone, because he's talking about the area of 102 to approximately 127,000 US. Now, most probably you remember my previous video where I also talked about some Fibonacci extension targets. So remember, this chart is predicting this specific zone. The Fibonacci expansion levels are predicting 109,000 US, but also right now, let me show you something insane. When we go with our Fibonacci extension levels, from our swing low back towards our swing high, back towards the low that was as of right now formed, we should pay attention towards the one-to-one Fibonacci extension. 98,000 US, it is actually going to be the first target, very close towards this specific target of the Fibonacci expansion levels right here, and also of the bottom of this specific target zone of $102,000. Now, another target we also talked about when we are measuring the entire move towards the upside, 0.618, it is going to land exactly at 129,000 US. And that is why, personally, yes, I would say those targets right here, 110 to approximately, let's just say, 130,000 US, are very important targets, and in my opinion, they are going to be hit literally this specific year. Now, one thing that we need to mention right here is that if you're following me on Twitter, you know that I posted a very interesting chart right here yesterday talking about that Bitcoin is seeing a bearish CVD divergence, which of course it is going to be a bearish indication for the Bitcoin price itself. But in my opinion, this right here can be a great opportunity for you to actually go and look for a brand new long or a buying position. Now, if you want to secure an insane free trading bonus, you can actually do so with the links down below. Bybit as of right now is offering a 30,000 US free bonus. On Bluffin as of right now, you can actually get some insane rewards, and all of those bonuses right here are only for a limited time, because on Bluffin, for example, you only have time right now for the next 4 days for you to secure some very nice rewards right here. On top of that, even a free Rolex watch. So make sure you secure some insane free bonuses using the links below after initial deposit, and simply then, of course, after you secure the bonuses, you can fire literally a brand new trade on the Bitcoin price itself. Now, why is this specific indication, this bearish CVD divergence that we are forming as of right now, potentially a good opportunity for a brand new long or a buy position? Now, I am not saying to go with a long or a buy literally at the area where we are trading at the moment, because we need to be aware we are trading at the monthly area of resistance. We are trading literally exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. So I would only say if Bitcoin does see a push towards the downside because of our bearish CVD divergence, only then we can be looking to go with a brand new long or a buy position. So what exactly do I have in mind? I would pay attention to the first local support area of 0.32 Fibonacci retracement level. So what we are going to do right here, we go from our swing low back towards our swing high, applying the retracement levels on the chart, where you can notice our 0.32 Fibonacci retracement level on Bitcoin has already been hit. However, if because right now we are forming those bearish CVD divergences, Bitcoin does see another push towards downside, pay attention to this exact area after we take out our previous lows at approximately $59,000, and only then start to look to go with a brand new long or a buy position targeting another higher high. And let me right now do share with you what is going to be our exact next important price target when we can expect a potential retracement towards downside on the Bitcoin price itself, because as we mentioned before, we are paying attention to some kind of a 5-wave price structure on the Bitcoin price itself. I would say we need to pay attention towards the very important next high-term time frame area of resistance, and this level it's actually going to be our daily level at $65,300. So I am only going to go with this very important level because I would like to have my chart very clean, and on top of that also with this specific daily level we can find also another very strong level. Fibonacci retracement from the swing high back towards the swing low, going only with the golden Fibonacci ratio. So measuring the entire move towards downside from the all-time high towards this specific low, you can notice golden Fibonacci ratio aligning perfectly with our daily level at approximately $65,000. And that is why, as of right now, I would say if Bitcoin does see another push toward the upside, which in my opinion it is very likely, my next target is going to be $65,000. And remember, if we are then going to finish our 5-wave price structure, we can then simply expect a 3-wave move towards downside, again for us to also go then with another long or a buy position on the Bitcoin price itself, literally targeting approximately $100,000. And let me right now also do share with you another super bullish indication on the USDT dominance chart. This chart was posted by El Crypto Proof saying 2 days until the weekly candle of the USDT dominance closes. This shooting star candle would be the most bearish candle in years. Plus, a 3-year uptrend was broken and bearishly retested. USDT dominance down, Bitcoin and altcoins up. Are we finally getting the bull run? So yes, pretty much what we are seeing as of right now, we only need to wait another 1 day and 15 hours, as we said before on the weekly candle right here, for us to close the USDT dominance candle as a bearish pin bar, or he's actually talking about this shooting star candlestick pattern. Doesn't really matter, they are literally the same, but nevertheless, I would say closing our weekly candle like that, it is a bearish indication, and what you're going to notice, we are seeing a rejection perfectly at a diagonal area of resistance. Previously, this specific level right here has acted as an insane area of support. We even got a very small bounce exactly at this specific level. However, at the moment, we are retesting the horizontal area of resistance and also this specific diagonal area of resistance, saying to us that most probably we are going to close our weekly candle extremely bearishly, which of course it is a bearish indication for the USDT dominance chart and an extremely bullish indication for the Bitcoin USDT chart. On top of that, I would just like to say, comparing the candles on the Bitcoin chart and on the USDT dominance chart, they are literally completely opposite. Here we have a bearish pin bar, and on the weekly time frame on Bitcoin we are forming a bullish pin bar, which means another extremely bullish indication for Bitcoin, and I would also say for the entire cryptocurrency market. That is why let's just stay bullish on Bitcoin. Let's just expect that we are going to start moving impulsively even higher towards the upside. And as we mentioned before, the first important target we should be aware of is going to be the area of approximately 65,000 US dollars. Then after potentially we do see a retracement back towards some side, we are going to look for the target of approximately 70,000 US dollars, where we do have a lot of liquidations. And after we break this level, as we said before, the 100,000 US dollar mark, in my opinion, it is literally going to be imminent. Now, if you want to trade with us, secure some insane free bonuses using the links down below after initial deposit, and thank you for smashing up the like button.